Hey, what's up? This is King Vox, and today I'm going to be talking about two subjects. One is the guild that I'm creating, well, that's already created, Vox Nation, and you guys can actually go look in the comment section below for the information on what the guild actually is. It's just a PvX guild. What we're going to be more focused on fractals and stuff like that. You can join Discord and relax with us. But also, I want to talk about classes in this game and mostly class selection and stuff like that. Now, this isn't going to be a video where I kind of tell you what's the best class as far as like damage or tanking or being able to support, and I understand that those roles are definitely wanted of people, and for those people that want to play a specific role or whatever, you should look up for, you know, the class that actually does it the best for you, instead of just going off of meta, because in meta will tell you that there's only two classes that are support, which is the mesmer and the druid, right? But in truth being, there are a lot more classes that can actually fulfill the support role, and that's another thing. So like in Vox Nation, I'm going to encourage you guys to play the class that better fits your fantasy rather than the meta. You get what I'm saying? And the most important thing about boss fights and fractals or dungeons is the mechanics of the fight, not necessarily how much damage and stuff like that you can actually deal out. So keep that in mind. You know, if you can have all damage gear, or you can have support, or you can run completely to the meta, but if people actually don't know the fights, you know, they could be healing the boss and you guys probably wouldn't even notice. There's so much stuff that can be going wrong. You can get one-shotted by a boss mechanic. You get what I'm saying? So mechanics are the main issue or whatever. Damage isn't really an issue in fractals until tier 4. And by times tier 4, everyone will kind of like understand what's going on and, you know, how to actually play their class. So I don't mind people learning and stuff like that in lower fractals, but mainly let's get back on the main subject of, you know, you should play whatever class and spec that you want. And a lot of people ask me all the time of what's a great beginner class and stuff like that for them, and I feel like it's kind of hard to answer that because I don't have anything to go off. I don't know what type of person you are. I don't know if you like to play range, if you like to play with spells, melee. Maybe you like to do range and melee at the same time. You know, I have no clue. So, you know, I'm just saying it's a bit hard to answer those type of questions. So I figure I would make this video. You should play the class that first caught your eye when you discovered Guild Wars, and also remember that you can't just go around and try to pick the very best DPS class. You know, the only reason you want to play is because you just want to do damage and stuff like that, and the main reason is when you start playing the game and you know, for your first time, 100% of your experience or whatever of the game is also shared with the character in the class that you play. So it's not just like, oh, I'm going to experience the game on a starter class and then I'll play the class I actually want to play later. Now, it's nothing wrong with people making multiple characters, because I do that. I have every class at max level, right? So I'm not shaming people or whatever that make multiple classes. What I'm saying is you should start out with the class that caught your eye. You should start out with the whole idea that you had coming into the game, no matter what that class is. And you shouldn't get discouraged from that class, because every class has hundreds of builds out there, power builds and condition builds. And if you don't know what condition builds are pretty much like damage over time. They're rot builds, are corrosive builds. Those are the only way I can describe it, so maybe everyone from every game genre can kind of understand that. But when you see something that you absolutely like and love, play it, absolutely play it, because why play on a starter class, you get what I'm saying, when you can just play on that class that you had that whole, you know, chemical exciting emotion with, and that's going to be your first time through the game as well, so you're going to be extra into the game. You get what I'm saying? Because you're going to be seeing everything for the first time and enjoying it, and at the same time you're going to be learning this class. I feel that the only difference between someone that plays a hard class and someone that plays a so-called easy class is just time put. Just like the person put in time or whatever to learn how to play that easy class, You know, you have to put in time to learn a hard class as well. So even if, say, a lot of people don't want to play not necromancer, but elementalist or engineer because they have the hardest rotations in the game, well, you're not going to get into those rotation situations until you start raiding. You get what I'm saying? So you're going to be well over 80. You're going to be well into 80, and you know, exploring a lot of other content and learning your class in and out at the time, you know, before you even start raiding. So by the time you start doing that, you'll know the class so good that majority of the rotation will be muscle memory. You get what I'm saying? Majority of the skills will just be, oh, you barely have to think about it to do it. And that's kind of how I am with necromancer and revenant. Like it's just muscle memory. Now I know when I switch, I instantly bring up those hammers, drop the brick road. When I switch back over here, I do that, pop my heal, and that's my DPS rotation. Like it's very simple, but even rotations that don't seem simple when you look at them on paper, because I know they look retarded when you look at them on paper, are mostly very simple, to be honest. Oh, this person died. Let me go try to help this person really fast, guys. All right. There we go. So I just helped that person. I don't know. This is the mentality that Guild Wars puts you in, to just help people. So long story short, guys, choose the class that you have, that you actually felt that was really cool. Like, I know that sounds corny, like, oh, choose the cool class, but really in this instance you really want to do that, and then you want to play that class and fill the class out, and you can fill them out in structured PvP to get a better understanding of them and stuff, as far as like their skills and what the class is about. But never pick a class because you feel that it does more damage, or you know, it's the best at one thing or another. And remember that meta is majority speculation. Like a lot of it, you know, it's not realistic, so just remember that. But meta builds is a great place to get a starter build from. If you're doing structured PvP or you're 80 and you want an actual build that kind of feels okay, those builds do feel fluent and stuff like that. But what I'm telling you is, once you learn your class, you'll know your class so much that you'll be able to make adjustments and stuff like that to your skills, like here, on a whim. So like I can add for more ferocity and stuff like that when dual wielding weapons. Like these are little things I can actually change out now to just, like, you know, make life a lot easier on this class. So that's how it is with every class. The more you learn and play the class, the more you understand all of your specializations and these traits, and you're able to just come up with your own build and know what's best for you, and to maximize your DPS in the way that you like to play rather than the way that someone else likes to play. Our figures is the very best, and majority of times the only difference in DPS between meta builds and builds that I would say very adept players or whatever, are expert players that know their class, and their builds is probably like a 5% difference. So keep that in mind. Don't trip, okay? Just play the game how you want to play the game, and pick the class that best suits you and that's the most fun for you. Like, I know a lot of people that want to play Mesmers, and they get on Mesmers and they're like, oh, it's so hard, and they switch off of it, and then they see it being played, and they're like, it looks so cool, I wish I could play it. Well, you can. The only difference is the guy that you see playing it put hours into it. He put time into learning the class and actually playing it. And like I said, a lot of people come from like shooters and League of Legends and MOBAs and stuff like that, where you get instant gratification when you don't play the game. It's not like that in MMORPG. You kind of have to earn your keep here. So just keep that in mind, and don't be afraid to try new stuff and actually play classes that people consider that are hard. Peace out. This is King Vox. If you would like to join Vox Nation, just join Discord, let us know. Hit us up, you know, maybe comment down in the comment section below, and that's it. Peace out.